guys, my name is Alana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mental Health with Alana. If you're new here, please click the red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and press the bell notification button so you know every time I post a video. I post every Fridays, but at the moment I've been posting a little bit more currently, just because I've been really loving filming and editing, and yeah, I wanted to create some more videos for you guys. Now, for today's video, I'm going to be talking about a medication that I talked about in my med update, but I'm going to go into a little bit more detail of it today. So, I'm going to be talking about the medication called Aripiprazole. Okay, so Aripiprazole is basically an antipsychotic, and it is approved to treat Tourette syndrome, bipolar, schizophrenia, and depression. What do they call it? Where you can't, resistant treatment depression. They can also use it in that. So it's an atypical antipsychotic, which means it is a second generation antipsychotic. So if you don't know, there's first generation antipsychotics like Haldol, and I can't even think of the other ones. They're not really used anymore. They are used in some people, but they tend to have more side effects. So these are second generation medications. So Aripiprazole is also named under the other drug name as Abilify. So if you're wondering what Abilify is, it's Aripiprazole. Here in Australia, I suppose depending on what psychiatrist you have, but we just call it Aripiprazole. I'm not sure if that varies country to country. Okay, so before I go into my experience with this medication, I'm just going to quickly explain. This is a website called Psych Central. I thought it explained it in quite a easy, good understanding way. So the positive symptoms of, I'm going to just say schizoaffective disorder because that's why I'm using Aripiprazole, is for my schizoaffective, so bipolar and schizophrenia. So it treats the positive symptoms because it's an antipsychotic. It treats the negative symptoms, and it also treats the cognitive symptoms. I'm not going to go into what all of those mean because I've made other videos talking about in depth what those things mean. So if you want to know. So Abilify treats schizophrenia by stabilizing serotonin and dopamine in the brain. It can both raise and lower the levels as needed. Abilify can be dosed at an 8-week interval, and generally you start on a low dose. So people could start on, I've started on 10 milligrams at the moment, but I have heard of people starting on 5 milligrams. So currently I'm on 10 milligrams and I've taken this for a week. Now, the thing I have noticed is that before I took it, the reason I went on it was because I was having hypomania symptoms. Normally once that starts, I go into full-blown mania. This medication has actually worked really well, and my hypomania symptoms have gone. It didn't progress into mania, and it did go away. So, you know, that was a really big, like, difference. I don't think I've ever had a medication ever do that really that well, especially within only a week. So I found for that, like, that was very surprising. I did not expect that. The second thing that obviously it targets with schizophrenia and bipolar is like psychotic symptoms. Now, my psychotic symptoms have not improved yet, but again, it's only been a week, and generally people are placed on about, I think it is around 30 milligrams of Aripiprazole is like a general dose. I could be wrong, guys, I'm not a doctor, so make sure you always talk to a doctor first about any of these things. I'm just telling you what I can remember from what I've been told and from the research I've done. But I believe that a lot of people ended up going on like 30 milligrams. I am currently on 10, but we will be increasing it slowly. So whenever I see the psychiatrist next, which I don't know when I'm seeing them, we'll be increasing it. But yeah, it's helped with the hypomania. It's just that the psychotic symptoms unfortunately have been very, very bad. Moving on to like side effects. Now, I have been getting quite, so I take aripiprazole in the morning. That's when I've been told to take it, so I take it in the morning. I get not severe nausea, but I get kind of like, yeah, nauseous when I take this medication. It doesn't matter whether I eat or not with it, I get nausea, which isn't very pleasant. The other major side effect that I've been having is like really bad dizziness, to the point where I have to go lay down, and this also happens while I'm nauseous, so it's not a great combination. And this happens like literally right after I take the medication, so that's not pleasant. I've never actually had those two side effects from any psychiatric drug I've ever taken. They are side effects of aripiprazole. You can get these. The other thing that I've been getting is really bad headaches every day, like every morning when I take it again. Obviously that can kind of be fixed by just drinking a lot of water. And I take Panadol, and then I also have electrolyte drinks that I take. But yeah, apart from that, the thing with those side effects, so they're the only side effects, but the thing with those three side effects is that they do wear off mostly. The nausea does go away within a few hours, but the dizziness hasn't really subsided. Like even now I feel quite dizzy. And yeah, it's not really great. So that's just something that I suppose I just have to live with. Sorry about the door. My dad loves to slam the door. Yeah, so, you know, there's a thing that, look, there are three side effects. So, you know, I think I can tolerate them. I'm hoping to get some, like, anti-nausea tablets just to make me feel a bit better. But, you know, I'm not too unhappy with it because this works so well for the bipolar part of my schizoaffective. So if it's working, then like I really, you know, unless the side effects are absolutely horrible, I really don't particularly want to change it. I have been told by 3 people though in 1 week that I look extremely spaced out and just not with it. I don't know whether this is because I've been experiencing psychotic symptoms, or it could be because of the medication. I'm not sure, but I've been told by 3 different people now that the same thing, that I don't really look with it and that I look very spaced out. And at the beginning of taking aripiprazole, my speech was slurring. I'm not sure why. It's gone away now, but it was slurring, and I didn't realize it until my mum picked it up, and she was like, "You're like slurring your words quite a bit." So yeah, that was weird, but that has gone away. So, you know, I mean, hopefully the longer I take this medication, the nausea or the dizziness and those things will go away. It's mainly the dizziness that really affects me, because it's very, very unpleasant when you're feeling super dizzy, because that already makes you feel sick. But yeah, overall, this has been only 1 week, but I'm going to document my experience with this medication because I have high hopes for it. I'm really hoping it works. I've been on so many antipsychotics, it's ridiculous. And things just haven't worked for me. It's been very hard to find stuff to work for my disorders. So, you know, I'm really hoping this works, and I'm positive about it. And once I get a bit further along with taking it, or my dose gets increased, I will make another video. I'm gonna make a little mini series about aripiprazole. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.